What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 2 of the BU podcast, where we talk about all things you, from health, wellness, to nutrition, fitness, all sorts of things. Today, let's talk about creativity. So, for those of you that are watching that already have followed me and you know my content and what I do, I am a creative that plays out in various forms. I do photography, particularly creative portraits, but I also do family photos, couples, a variety of stuff. Underneath that massive umbrella, and this is kind of it inside of my role in my job, I also do food photography. That's really fun, by the way. Outside of photography, I do filmmaking, videography, cinematography. In my business, I label it as film because I aim for a cinematic type of video. So I consider myself more of a cinematographer. I wanted to tell a story. But I also do filmmaking. I shot and directed my first film back in May of 2020. Of this year. May of this year. Sorry, got confused. It's called Minutes. I'm currently working on my next film, which is called The Interview. That's going to get shot, in a few months at least. But yeah, there's my photography, my photo and video. On top of that, I am a graphic designer. I don't like graphics. I don't really like making them, but I am a graphic designer. My last full-time job was making graphics for social media. That was the entirety of the account. That's what they wanted. I'm also a social media manager. So I work for a couple that owns several different restaurants and businesses in downtown Greenville. So I manage accounts for a restaurant, a couple bars, and that's, where I do my food photography and cocktail photos as well. So all of those things are wrapped up into me being a creative. What does that look like? Well, creativity is kind of chaotic. As last episode, I work out 5 days a week. And so a lot of my creativity, like my ideas and what I want to do, it hits all throughout the day. Like a lot of times when I'm working out, ideas pop into my head. And it is so hard not to just end my workout, go home and create. But I have to have discipline and finish my workout because I have goals that I want to reach. And then go home and create. It's also a little limited because I manage social media. So I have work where I also have to be creative. And sometimes creativity for that hits at weird times. I think the other day I had an idea kind of in the afternoon. I stopped and took a shower, and I was literally in the shower and had the idea, like something clicked in my brain and was like, oh, this is what I should be doing. So I started working on pivoting that. So yeah, weird. It kind of hits randomly, but that's fine. That's how creativity works. So the challenge with the chaos that is being a creative, creatives tend to have OCD, ADHD, deal with anxiety, depression, all overthinkers. If you're not, you're lucky. We are also very hypercritical of ourselves. We create something and we're like, that's trash. We're usually either on one end of a spectrum. Either we create something and we're like, that is garbage, nobody can ever see that. Or we create something and we're like, that is fire. When I get the shot, whether it's food or cocktails, I immediately get the attention of the chef or the bar manager because it's their stuff that I'm taking photos of. It's their creations. So I'll be like, chef, dude, you gotta come see this. Or I'll grab the bar manager and be like, dude, you gotta come see this. And they'll come and they'll see the photo and their jaw will just drop. And for me, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this shot is incredible. I'm not even thinking about it from like, I took this shot. It's just, this is insane. Like, this is so cool. And that's generally their reaction as well. However, there's also times when I don't get the shot. When I take pictures, and when it comes to social media, I have a lot of things to do. So I can't spend hours on one shot. I'm like, I've got other content to create. So I've had to learn to be satisfied with a good shot. It might not be the shot, but it's a good shot. And then keep going. Usually, because I'm generally aiming for the shot, I get as many pictures as I can, and I crazy overshoot. Which is, it's fine. I've accepted that that's what I do. Because I do it with food, I do it with cocktails, I do it when I do portraits, family pictures, anytime I'm taking photos. Oh, and concerts, they're the absolute worst. I love concerts. I love doing concert photography. It's fun. But usually one concert is like 1,600 photos, which is insane. Because it's tons of motion. So taking a ton of pictures and hoping you got the shot is kind of how you do it. I'm very much an amateur concert photographer, so maybe there's an alternative way to do that. I don't know, but it's not something I regularly do, so I'm not too worried about it. I've only done a handful of concerts, and none of them have been paid. It's just been all for fun. But anyway, I've had to learn to just shoot a bunch and double check shots after I get them, make sure that they are clear, in focus, the color looks good, the exposure looks good, and then move on. One really great example of putting this into practice is Friday nights. Fridays, the restaurant runs a feature. Only available Friday and Saturday for dinner. But we make a post about it on Friday. Chef usually puts the feature together and brings it out for all the servers and for me to see at like 4:30ish, which gives me roughly 30 minutes to write down everything that's in the dish, take pictures of it, and then edit the photos, write a caption, and post it. Because usually it's posted about 5 o'clock. Not a lot of time for all of that. So I've learned how to move very quickly, get good shots very fast without overshooting, and just get it done and move on. I get some crazy cool shots sometimes. Sometimes they're just good, but they don't have to be perfect. They don't. So I just make it happen. Other times, like normally Wednesday afternoons are my content days of the restaurant. So I'll go in, I'll shoot a bunch of stuff, and I've got time. Yeah, I'm moving fast because I got other things to do, but I still have time. So I can spend time on each dish that I photograph. Other times, I don't have so much time. And because I'm busy, I have a decent workload. I just have to move fast in general. Same kind of goes for video too. When I'm doing reels in the kitchen, showing how we make something, I don't have a ton of time. If I have to reshoot the same thing 3 times, the chef looks at me and he gives me a look. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm trying. But yeah, it's chaos. It's chaos. Other ways creative chaos kind of plays out is sometimes I am crazy productive in the morning. Sometimes I'm crazy productive at night. It's weird, it's annoying, but it's not just productivity. It's the idea and executing it. So in the past, when I've done YouTube, I would have ideas at like 11:30 at night. And nope, couldn't wait till the next day to do it. I would get everything set up, film the video, edit the whole thing, and schedule it all in the same night because I just had to. Like the idea was there, I just had to make it happen. That, still happens to this day. I get ideas and I have to make them happen. Sometimes, I'm like, I really don't have time, especially when it's something late at night and I'm like, I need to wake up at a good hour tomorrow and work out. And my motivation is, if I don't go to bed now, I won't get enough sleep. I won't be able to get up at this time, or I'll suffer throughout the rest of the day with my energy. Won't get up at this amount of time. My workout's going to take a little while. So either I don't work out, or I work out, it runs late, and I don't have as much time to get stuff done. And even if I lose sleep and still wake up at that time and work out and then start working, I don't have as much energy because I didn't get enough sleep. So a lot of times I just have to tell myself, table the idea, work on it tomorrow. And I do, and it works out. Yeah, it's creative chaos. It's nuts. You get ideas all the time. And you got to write them down or just make them happen. Another aspect of creative chaos is when other people, is when you don't have creative freedom. When what you do has to be approved by somebody else. And so like you're doing all of it, you make the final product and you're happy with it. Like you just want to post it or publish it or whatever. But there's somebody else who's looking over your shoulder. And yeah, that's a lot of corporate jobs where you have a supervisor or boss who has to see everything and has to have a say. I'm super lucky in my job where I have creative freedom. I have a boss who lets me run with the accounts I manage and do what I believe is best for each one. I don't have to have content that is approved by her. I just do it, which is fantastic. And I'm very fortunate for that. It's annoying because it's chaotic, but the final product is so satisfying. Like, even though you're running around crazy, doing stuff last minute, you're like knowing it's going to mess your day up, it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Well, I think episode 2 is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode because that's really all I got. If you're a creative embrace it. If you get an idea in the middle of the night, unless it's really going to hurt you not doing it, just do it. Just do it. It's worth it. If you're struggling with an idea that you don't think is good enough, just do it. Like, I struggle with that all the time, where I think my stuff's not good enough. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's brilliant, though. And if it makes me happy, in my world, that's all that matters. So, if you got the idea, just do it. If something's holding you back, just do it. Figure out what's holding you back and let it go. And do the project. All right. That is episode 2 of the BU podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe. Keep an eye out for next week's episode. Follow my Instagram. Yada, yada, yada. All those things. I will see you next time.